Sheila here with Sirius Talis Moon, and we are Venus, our soul day, Venus, in the ninth house, ascendant, conjoining Ketu, and midheaven 3 degrees Gemini, Moon 18 degrees Aquarius, Sol 22 Aries, stellium in Aries, Mars conjoins Neptune. And here is something that is a big fiscal problem. And the big fiscal problem goes like this. The civil pension of many European countries was withdrawing from companies like Palantir. Palantir is one study case of surveillance technology that has the possibility to target individuals and may have been used in torturing, trafficking, MK Ultra, MK Ultra, and similar projects, dehousing people, all from classified and these the interfaces can be a part of classified technologies, and this is again a call to declassify classified technologies, um, all funneled by public money to basically economic hit individuals and countries. Now, while the civil pensions are withdrawing from such technologies, um, let me give you an example. Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, Jeffrey Epstein could have been, for example, tortured, raped, and violated until he would become dissociated, and then nervous system hacked. Under such conditions, he could have done, first of all, everything that he's done. False flags, mass shootings, terror attacks, homicide, trafficking, rape. Now, the countries withdrew from investment in these technologies, rightfully so. Investment in such technology can be eligible for litigation for crimes against humanity. The banks, here's the list of the banks that have increased their investment. This is one study case, which is Palantir, but any such AI technology or non-AI technology, or use of dark occult to target individuals in that particular way. So this is Nordsbank, Almundi, Legal General Group PIC, PLC, sorry, it sounds like PIC, Barclays PLC, Deutsche Bank, USB, UBS, sounds like USB, UBS, USB, go figure, Group, the Swiss, Cardano Risk Management, Swiss National Bank, and BNP Paribas Financial Markets, and ABP. These are the top companies that have increased their investments, and what's common to them all, they are banks and or investments. What is the involvement of these companies in Epstein debt Rolodex? I don't know, but Pluto in Aquarius calls for that transparency. And then I check something because I know I've been covering NATO's chart, so I know I'm going to get jabbed if I don't check it. And I see, is NATO invested in Palantir? April 2025, just about a year ago, NATO finalized a contract with Palantir Technologies to acquire Maven Smart System, MSS NATO, AI-enabled war-fighting system. Now, this was a year ago, rapid acquisition. I do not see withdrawal from that deal, and I should be seeing withdrawal from that deal because we cannot require countries to pay 5% and invest in technologies that traffic civilians, that cause Epstein's, that cause death truths. This intervenes with NATO's capacity to identify invasion as foreign. I'm going to say it again. This interferes with NATO's capacity to identify invasion as foreign. What does it mean? Mars Neptune is reminding us that a part of the MK Ultra there was a part of the MK Ultra that was to traffic and turn people into basically criminals against humanity. The other part was to take people that didn't do anything and make them admit of the crimes that the other group did. This is one of the technologies that could be used to torture people to admit that they did something that they didn't do. March 5, 2026, Maven Smart System Innovation for the Alliance. Um, Maven enables integration with third-party solutions, thereby powering rapid fielding of new technology combinations and enabling cutting-edge outcomes for the warfighter. NATO first requires MSS, an AI-powered data integration and decision support system. Decision support system, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Does AI identify dark occult? When the and how come that system did not prevent the Epsteins? And when I mean the Epsteins, I mean the entire crimes against humanity done by these practices. This is also setting the countries and NATO as participants in crimes against humanity. That's the type of stuff I warned about in 2023, 2024. Tomorrow, such technology could be directed at heads of countries, the Secretary General, and the military milieu, and make them do irrational things. Drop A-bombs, bomb schools. This is no jabs day. It's a special no jabs day. And on no jabs day, we do not say take over Finland. Take over Greenland. Yeah. Finland, Greenland, today Greenland, tomorrow Finland. Um, what if the decision to fund ICE was prompted by one of these technologies? What if the activity of ICE soldiers is under nervous system hack and mind control by one of these technologies. What if it happens to NATO? March 5 was around the eclipse. And again, the point here is not volunteer. The point is the use of interface with partially declassified and partially classified technology that has a rubbing shoulders with the budget of classified projects that budget MK Often, MK Ultra, and the Epstein ring. Knowing that each and every person in the Epstein ring wasn't born a child sex offender. Knowing that this technology could use to create child sex offenders and then extort them and then expose them, so to speak, and then supposedly imprison them. Is the bank investment in these companies prompted by torture? Did the banks decide to invest by torture? Were their decision making process a part of nervous system hack and torture? Intelligence was calling to recruit people with ADHD and neurodivergent people that feel nudges. These nudges are basically nervous system hacks. Big shout out to Anneke Lucas, because Anneke Lucas basically described in detail how she was tortured as a child, programmed to create nudges in politicians to basically rape her as a child. And she had to make sure the person is in front of camera. Now, as per the politician person, it is impossible to create a child sex offender without torture. Whether by sensory deprivation or deprivation of care or by violation. Could the invention of Palantir and similar programs have been a coping mechanism of people that went through such tortures and wanted that to be the problem of the many so that somebody would do something about it. When people say ritual abuse, they don't just mean a couple of people um, forming a circle in a forest, which, by the way, can be. They also mean those things. Mars opening a cycle with Neptune, leaking the missing. So we talked about a company called Endemol, very literally, but it's a media company, global media company, that's behind a lot of national channels, even Reshet TV in Israel. Oh, the moon has moved from 18 degree. But it's not a Dana Balgadi yet because it's in the 6th house and Sun is 22ing. A little bit of gnosis about the degrees. 18 degrees of Virgo degree. In zero rape, zero slavery, zero energy siphoning society, it would simply mean all things Virgo. 11 degree. 11 degree is an Aquarius degree. In zero rape, zero slavery, zero energy siphoning, 11 degree could be a degree of great architects and astrologers. 22 degree. Degree 22 is Capricorn degree. Capricorn degree, other than to kill and be killed in a zero rape, zero slavery, zero energy siphoning society, would simply be great achievements because it's Capricorn. Degree of great. I have Mars 22 in the 9th house, and if we manage to neutralize the mechanism that creates child assassins, sex offenders against children, and so on and so forth, basically it would be one of my greatest achievements. And not mine alone, but that would basically turn 22nd degree from to kill and be killed to a great achievement, in my case, in a Scorpionic decan or the last decan of Scorpio, ruling over Saturn and Pluto. Basically, it has the capacity to prevent nuclear holocaust and to begin a process of denuclearification safely and ecosystemically.